Welcome to Showtro Gamers, Josh here, and welcome back to Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. Alright, so we are going to be jumping into the survival mode, but as we get in here, do me a quick favor. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed these videos, hit that like button. Alright, so World Championships this week. Usually I try out these and kind of get my a little feel for them before we jump in, but we're getting ready to go on vacation. We're not going to have a video for this for the regular competition championships this week. So I'm probably going to play them while we're on vacation, but we're going to jump into survival mode without trying any of them out. So, hey, I guess we'll see how we do. We'll start off in the silver as always. All right, so we have 8 players here. After the first round, we'll go down to 4. After the second round, we go down to 2, and then we go 1-on-1 for the cup. So we got AK, Bulgarian, Sig, Willie, Nick, Wahoo, Luigi, Mott, and a Japanese player. All right, so we got to finish in the top 4 block party. All right, so we got to hit all the blocks. All right, let's see what we do. All right, we barely scraped through with the 4th there. Not smooth. Not smooth at all. Not smooth at all. All right, so we lost Willie, Wahoo, and the Japanese player. So we got Mott, Sig, and Nick moving on to round 2. Desert Dash. We got to get through. Oh, man. This might be a bad idea. I should have practiced these. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, well, that didn't go so well. All right, we got bodied. All right, we definitely, this is going to be rough with no practice, but we'll try again. We'll jump in. We got another group of gamers here, a lot of international Japanese players. We got Cooper, Ziad, and Dan the Man. All right, pop them. Pop 3 balloons. I should have looked to see where the 3 balloons are. I think I know. All right, we got first on that one. Not an S, though. Not an S, so. All right, we lost Dan the Man. We lost Cooper. We lost the Japanese player. We lost Ziad. All right, moving on to round 2. All right, we just did awful at this one. Ah, missed that jump again. Alright, that's not good. We're already small. Alright, we got first. We did a little bit better that time. Still not great, though. Still not great. Alright, so we lost to 2 international players, so we're going 1-on-1 against Johan77 in block party, which we really struggled at the last time we tried this one, so let's see what we can do. Alright, we barely scraped out of first there. Struggled again, but hey, we got it. We got it. Definitely, we need some practice. We definitely need some practice, but we got all first in the silver division. Now it's time to move on to the gold division, which is always much tougher. Hey, we got some familiar faces there. It looks like Dan's and Sig are back. We got Zeon, Snide Dude, an international player, and Jack. All right, we're starting with Popham. Got to finish in the top 4. All right, well, we scraped through with the 2nd there. Scraped through. Nobody got an S. All right, so we made it past round 1. We lost international players Snide and Zeon, so we got Sig, Jack, and Dan the Man moving on to round 2. Desert Dash. All right, we're starting to get some practice in on this one. I haven't made this first jump right yet, though. That wasn't even close. Oops. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's going to cost us. All right, well, we're going to get eliminated on this one. We got 4th. All right, we're starting to figure that one out a little bit. We just made some mistakes. All right, here we go. Gold division. Got to get the dub here. It's going to be so much tougher. All right, so we got a new group of gamers here. Noah, Snydude, Yohander, Red Nation, Walla, and a Japanese player. We got to finish in the top 4. We're starting off with Mario 2. All right, we've been kind of struggling at this one. We still haven't gotten this first jump down. Let's see what we can do. All right, somehow we got first, but that was rough. That was rough. No, we kind of ran into everything on the way, but we were able to get it done, so we are moving on to the next round. We lost Noah, Yohander, Sia. We lost the international player. We got Walla, Snydude, and Red Nation moving on to round 2, where we got to pop the balloons. We got to finish in the top 2. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Get up there, get up there, get up there. All right. We got second, so we scraped by. We scraped by. We made it to the finale. All right, we're going 1-on-1. Who can beat Ludwig the fastest? All right, our personal best is a 9:43. Let's see if we can get it done. Ah! All right, jumping in. We got a new group of gamers here. Snydu, Wallet, J-Dog. J-Dog in the house. Jack. Got some international players. All right, we're starting off with Mario 2. Got to make it in the top 4. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. We still haven't gotten this first jump down. All right, we barely slipped through with a 4th. Kind of everything that could go wrong went wrong on that one, but we were able to scrape by. So we are making it on the round 2 with Walla, Jack, and Snydude. All right, we got to pop. We got to finish in the top 2 on popping the balloons. See what we can do. All right, we somehow got a first there. Let's go. All right, not an S, but we got the first, so we are going on to the finale. 1-on-1 versus Jack. See who gets the dub. Taking on Ludwig. All right, let's get this. Let's get this. All right, we did that terribly, but I think it's going to be enough to win. We did get it done. We did get it done. It was a battle. It was not smooth. But we didn't practice before we jumped in today. We didn't practice before we jumped in today. We kind of just jumped into these to see how we did, and we were able to get it done. It was a battle, but we got our gold cup. We got our silver cup. All right, well, there you have it. Like I said, we will not do a week video for this one. So on Monday, next Wednesday, there will not be videos. We're going to be out of town for the next couple weeks, so I'm not going to be able to record any gameplay. Probably going to still do these challenges as I am taking my Switch 2 with me on vacation. But I do want to thank you guys for joining us on this one. Do me a favor, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and we hope to see you on the next one. Chodes World Out.